If you've ever wondered what a business analyst or a project manager would do in a multinational, from idea to go live and beyond, if you've ever wondered what happens step by step, this is your roadmap. 20 things a project manager and business analyst would do on a real life project. What I'm about to share with you today will change the game for you when it comes to interviewing for project management and business analysis role. This is the only roadmap you need to land your next job. Hi, I'm Ibiyemi. I'm a senior business analyst and I'm also the founder of Innovate Path, where I help people to move into tech roles. I release this content to help you to skip the process and get right into your success in your next job. The first thing is the problem area. As a business analyst and a project manager, we start by naming the problem in plain language. This is step one. What is broken? What opportunity needs to be fixed? We capture why this matters in a short business case or a project charter. What are the expected benefits, the cost, the risk, the people involved, the sponsor, the product owner, the finance business partner, the strategic lead? All these people are your stakeholders here. Number two, map out your stakeholders and your governance. This is very important. You don't want to get your organization in trouble because of your project. We identify who cares and who decides. In a multinational, this might mean regions, other countries. This might mean compliance, vendor partners, suppliers. We build a stakeholder map. We agree governance. It could be in forums like steering committees, working groups. We set decision rules. People here could be sponsor, legal, infosec, data protection, regional leads. And your deliverables here can be stakeholder map, RACI, and governance. Number three, clarify the scope and the boundaries. Here, a business analyst might be doing something called systems analysis, but you as a PM, you are defining what is in and what is out. You're protecting your boundary. A business analyst would also be clarifying the detail here. We set the non-negotiables, the regulations, the timelines, the integrations. Deliverables here could be scope statements, assumptions, constraints, change control approach. Number four, elicit and structure your requirements. This is for you as a business analyst. As a business analyst, you lead structured discovery, interviews, workshops, shadowing, data analysis. You capture the business problems, functional, non-functional requirements, user stories, acceptance criteria. You separate the needs from the wants. The people here can be end users, SMEs, operations, support, and deliverables here can be requirements catalog, user stories, acceptance criteria, process map, use case diagrams. Number five, model the current and the future process. This is very important. This is your bread and butter as a business analyst. Document the as-is and design the to-be. Simple, readable flows that shows the inputs and the outputs. Systems. Now, in global organizations, we show regional variations and regulatory steps because here we're showing them that we are not skipping the important bits. Now, deliverables here could be BPM and flow diagrams, heat maps, process maps, use case diagrams, and the likes. Number six is very important. Prioritize and slice the value. Prioritize and slice the value. Not everything you ship would go at once. You agree something called the MVP and releases. You use Moscow frameworks to design what is the must-have. Focus on the value. People here could be your product owner, your sponsor, your tech lead, design, compliance. Prioritize your backlog. Formulate a release plan, the definition of done, the roadmap. Number seven, build a credible delivery plan. This is your job as a project manager. As a project manager, you want to turn the scope into a plan. Phases, sprints, milestones, dependencies, critical path. We align people, the budgets, the vendors, environments. We set a communication plan and risk register from day one. That would have been done. Integrate all these things, your rates log, your communications plan, your resource plan. All these things are ongoing as well. Number 8, you want to align architecture and integration. This is where, as a BA, you work with your architecture guys and your tech lead. Confirm how the solution fits the enterprise architecture, APIs, data flows, security standards, single sign-on. We lock in environments. Yes, your dev environment, your test environment, your UAT environment, pre-production. Now, your people here are your enterprise architecture, security, data, integration team, and your vendors. High-level architecture diagrams, interface diagrams, functional and non-functional requirements. Now, number 9, define controls, risk, compliance, and data. Now, global companies care about regulatory certainty. Trust me, they do. We register the risk, mitigations, and controls. You document the data retention, privacy, consent, audit, and access requirements. The people here are the risk compliance people, internal audit people. You would have things like your risk log, your control catalog, your data protection impact assessment if needed. Number 10, please translate everything into build-ready specs. The business analyst, you're turning your requirements into build-ready assets. This is where you have your UX, UI flows, yes, your prototypes. This is where you have your reporting specs as well. As a PM, you want to ensure change control, no silent scope creep. Make sure you get that on check. You have your stories here, your wireframes here, your backlog ready for sprint planning. Yay, we're getting there. Number 11, run sprint ceremonies or stage gates. So in Agile, if you're obviously using Agile, your PM and your BA will support these ceremonies, backlog refinements, sprint planning, daily stand-up, reviews, retros. In waterfall or hybrid, you would have things like stage gates with clear entry and clear exit. You know, waterfall, you build everything and you give it to the end users. But Agile, you build in bits. You have things like gate approvals here as well. Number 12, manage vendors and contracts if you have done a procurement project. Multinationals often use third parties. You hear things like Salesforce, CRM systems. So here you need to handle SLAs, invoicing. As a BA, you need to ensure vendor outputs meet the actual output requirements. Procurement, legal, vendors, dependency trackers, acceptance memos. These are the things that you hear in this kind of project. Number 13, prepare test strategy and scenarios. Quality is planned, not inspected at the end. Please remember this. As a BA, you define test conditions, scenarios, acceptance criteria. As a PM, you secure test data, environment, the people. You cover functional integration, security performance, accessibility, UAT, deliverables, traceability matrices, and UAT plan and scripts. Number 14, execute the UAT and capture the evidence. This is a game changer. If you don't do it right and you release a system that is not working, as a BA, don't do that. Users will test the system against the real world scenarios. You log the defects that you find, you retest, collect the evidence for auditing and for sign-off. You have things like business SMEs, operations, finance, supports, country representatives. You have your defect log, your UAT sign-off, your change requests. It's a lot. Number 15, plan cutover and readiness. This is what we call the business readiness. So we always do this in my office as well. Create a cutover plan. Who does what, when, and in what order. I had to create a rota for who does what as a business analyst. Rehearse if the change is complex. Verify support readiness, SLAs, on calls, do screenshots, do demos. Show your users what it is all about. You have your release managers, your operations, service desk, your frontline people, you also have your go or no go criteria, because something might break and you might decide you're not pushing it to live. Now, at number 16, you want to train and enable and communicate to your end users and your stakeholders. Don't just dump the solution. Enable it. Deliver role-based training, reference guides, short explainer videos, demos, clear announcements, send emails, send newsletters. What has changed? Why has it changed? Where can they get help? Training plans, materials, frequently asked questions, communications pack. These things are important. Now at number 17, you've done everything right. You are ready to go live. We go live with eyes on dashboards. Do you know why our eyes are on the dashboards? If anything goes wrong, we can sort it out. You monitor incidents, response times, business KPIs. You have a short, intense support window so that you can stabilize the adoption of your new solution. Here you have your incident report, you're fixing on the go. And at number 18, you want to start tracking benefits and adoption. This is where your stakeholders, they want to see, okay, what you built, is it working well? What are the benefits? Your project isn't done at go live. You measure what you promised. Have you saved time, error rates, NPS, revenue lift, compliance? Partner with your SMEs, your finance people, benefit realization. Here you have your benefit tracker, your adoption dashboard, and your lessons learned reports. Number 19, you want to hand over to business as usual. Of course, you still supporting them. Hand over to business as usual with documentation, with access, and with ownership. Confirm process owners, change request path, and release cadence. Because the fact that you're sending to BAU does not mean it's over. If you're using Agile, it means the project is still ongoing. Here you have SOPs, support models, backlog for continuous improvement. It doesn't end there. Number 20, if you watch the video to this point, you are the real MVP and you're going to get a job in 2026. Formally close the project. Financials, contracts, assets, artifacts. Run a retrospective across your team. This will have been going on anyway as you have been doing the project. Log what to repeat and what to avoid next time. Deliverables here could be your closure reports, continuous improvement items. Now, this has been a game changer. I have mentioned a lot of buzzwords. If you're wondering how project managers and business analysts split their work, as a PM, you own the delivery, the people, the plan, the budgets, the risk, the vendors, the cadence, the reporting. As a BA, you own the clarity, the problems, the requirements, the process, acceptance, the value, benefits, stakeholders, communication, outcomes. Other roles that you find in this project: sponsors, product owners, enterprise architects, security and privacy, data analysts, BI analysts, QA, testers, DevOps, service desk, procurement, legal people, finance people, local, country and international reps, vendors, suppliers. There are a lot. Now that is the end of what happens in the end-to-end of a project manager or business analyst role working inside a multinational. We've talked about framing the problem, to securing the value, to making the change, to prioritizing the change. If you want deep dives like this, then you want to get access to my simulated project frameworks, my career positioning playbook, all of which are in the description. You also want to join my project management and business analysis training starting on the 1st of November. If you're ready to build these skills with hands-on proof of work, you see everything that I've discussed, you're ready to do it in a live project, then you want to join the cohorts. Spots are very limited. Run and join us. The details are in the description. I allow you to pay in installments as well. Throughout our conversation, I want to remind you the buzzwords that needs to stick with you: business case, stakeholders, governance, scope, boundaries, requirements, as is and to be, or current process and future process. Prioritize your value, Moscow, plan, rates log, architecture, integrations, risk, compliance, build ready specs, yes. Ceremonies, you know those daily stand-ups, sprint retros, all of them are ceremonies. Vendors, contracts, test strategy, UAT, sign off, training, communications, go live. What else have I mentioned? Benefit realization, business as usual handover, closing, improvements, backlog. This is the only video you need to become a project manager or a business analyst. And I am so happy that I'm doing this video for you today. If you're enjoying this conversation, get my simulated project and career positioning playbook in the description box. And also, I have a job application bundle, interviews templates, recruiter ready templates, how to send cold DMs, your CV, LinkedIn optimization, all in one bundle. I also have my ebook, Nail Any Job Interview. All of these are in the job descriptions because I want to really help you to land your next job as a project manager or as a business analyst. If you've enjoyed this conversation, please subscribe. Hit the bell icon and subscribe to my YouTube channel. More of this is coming. And if there's anything you want me to cover, please let me know and I'll be happy to cover it for you. In any area from productivity to project management to business analysis, let me know in the comments and I will do the video just for you. Before you go, make sure you watch this video as it will help you to prepare for your next interview, and also this one as it will help you to be AI proof ready. See you in the next video.